Hey, right now inside Peter's house, he's in the process of making a narration. He's working. Now, we just did a studio house tour that I showed you before. The link is right here, so take a look at that if you want to see more of his house. In this episode, we're just going to focus on his job, on his narration gig. He's working now in here, and you can see he even has an on-air sign, which is awesome, which is really cool. But, Peter is a friend of mine. I've known him for, about 8 or 9 years now. And I'd set up... Oh, I left it in the other room. So anyways, I'll show you that later. How do I know Peter? Oh, here it is. Okay. So how do I know Peter? About 8 years ago, we were both working in NHK. Here, this is what the studio looks like. Yeah. And for this episode of Mount Fuji, he was the narrator, and we were both a lot younger. I'll put this in the Instagram. We were both a lot younger. And we sort of became friends through that. And ever since then, we've been hanging out. This is his studio. He just built a house. More information on the link above. And I'm going to go in there and we're going to bother him. Peter's studio. He's in the middle of recording something really important. The hell with it. I'm live streaming! Live streaming!
Okay.
Can we come in?
Yeah, come on in.
Sorry, I didn't want to leave without showing a little bit about what you do.
Sure.
I did sort of talk about it in the stream before. So, what I like about this studio is that you really do lock yourself in.
Yeah.
And just closing the door, you can tell the air just dies.
Right. You know what's great about this, Johnny?
Tell us.
Johnny Dobb.
Tell us.
Now I've got you where I want you.
Oh, crap.
Nobody can hear your blood-curdling
This
screams.
is over, dude. This is the same guy. This is the same guy. When I first started the last live stream, he came in with a mask of a serial killer and a stick. Okay. Let's not, kill one another. Let's just focus on...
Where'd you go?
I never know which Peter is going to be in the video. So explain a little bit about your studio here.
All right. Well, welcome to Studio VG. This is where I do some of my home-based recordings that I send out all over the world. And it's my kill room.
Wait,
no.
This is not an episode of Dexter. This is not an episode of Dexter, Peter. This is his narration room. It's in the center of your house. Is there a reason why you've put it in this location? We just did the house tour, but more specifically, why here?
Well, it's not really the center of the house, but it just worked in the plan on the first floor. I wanted it on the first floor, where we could have a concrete base. So the house is wood, but the obviously the foundation of the home is concrete, so that helps with sound absorption. So the whole room is soundproof.
Yeah,
and I hired an American guy named John Brandt. So if any of you are looking to make a home studio, this guy is awesome. He's based out of Indonesia, but he's American, and he's a very talented studio designer. He knows his stuff. So I gave him the footprint of the space I had, and he made a CAD drawing. And then I and an American carpenter that lives here in Japan, he and I built it together.
Cool.
This is what you have.
This is what we have.
Yeah. So yeah, I do some recordings here, it's kind of my special space. I really like coming here and being alone, and I rarely let other people in.
Your bachelor pad here.
Yeah.
I'm looking around at some of your equipment here. This is all top-notch stuff. I mean, you're not fooling around.
Well,
what kind of work do you do? What do you?
Well, I've done all kinds of things out of here. Radio and TV commercials, educational recordings, some promotional videos.
Did you do the Google Pokemon video?
I did part of it. Part of it here.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
There were some retakes.
I'll put a link up here to his 20 million viewed video.
Yeah. So we cool. For the April Fool's Pokemon 2014. We did part of that in here. And we'll do something else live for you.
Oh, you're gonna do something for us?
Yeah, I've got.
Okay,
I'm
cool,
working on
cool.
something. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is this for a real job?
Yeah, it's for a real job. I don't know if any of you are gamers, but this is something for a traveling esports outfit called DreamHack Open. It's huge. It's basically pro gamers. They travel around and they compete for giant purses of cash, and they're playing live video games with sports commentators. It's crazy.
That's cool.
It's crazy.
Well, Peter's not going to tell you a lot of the stuff that he does. He's pretty humble. But I can tell you, if you got the Nintendo Switch, you happen to be one of the characters.
Yeah.
You're in this game called ARMS.
Right.
Do you know ARMS, the video game from Nintendo where the people are punching like this, right?
Yeah.
Which,
I do Springman.
Springman! Do it again, do it again.
What else? What else did you say? Spring-a-ling!
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
And I actually auditioned for that, and I didn't get the job, but I really did audition for that job.
Let me get a tissue for you, Johnny.
Springman! I just don't have the same. I can't do the same. Look out, it's punching! Yeah, I can't.
One more humble brag. If any of you guys are into Bomberman, this, what is it called? Super Bomberman R. I do the voice of White, the White Bomber. And there's new stuff coming up, but I can't tell you anymore.
Exclusive. You heard it here first.
Yeah. So that's also on Nintendo Switch.
Cool. So you're doing a lot of stuff with the Kyoto-based Nintendo.
Nintendo and others as well. Bandai.
Cool.
Yeah. So good fun. Good fun. Today, I'll show you something from this event that I'm doing.
Tell us a little bit about your equipment, real quickly.
Okay.
This is Audition.
This is Adobe Audition is what I use to track. And depending on the project, I also have different compressors. So I use like a tube compressor. I pair it with different microphones. I've got a...
Wow, Avalon, this is good stuff, man.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I use different mics. I use this mic, Sennheiser 416.
I use Sennheiser as well.
Yeah, this is great for like trailers and what I'm doing today, which I'll show you. And I've also got kind of the old standards, Neuman U87
condenser mics,
and Neuman 103.
God, these are not cheap.
No, but they're necessary equipment for a good studio.
How much do these run?
Well, this one, the U87, you can get them for like about $3,000 or something.
Yeah, so it's like that's a lot of money.
Actually, I prefer the 103. The Neumann 103 it's crisper. This is a little bit darker sounding. But the universal mic worldwide, this is a very common mic. Yeah.
So professional narrators are gonna want this.
Well, but professional narrators want this one too. So it depends. Like with my voice, I actually like this one better. It has a little bit crisper sound, and you really do have to match a mic to the person's voice.
Right.
I had a mic that my friends all use here, and I got it, and it just didn't sound good with my voice. And got rid of it. Actually, I traded it.
For this?
For this one, yeah. So
cool.
But yeah, so we got lots of different mics.
Look like grenades.
It's like any sort of profession. You got to have different tools for different situations.
Can I hold it?
Yeah.
Hold down this mic.
Don't breathe on it.
This is a Neumann.
Don't breathe on it. Don't breathe on it.
Neumann.
Because it'll rust.
Okay.
Yeah, don't breathe on it.
It's a Neumann.
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 Yeah. And this is one of my faves also. This is called a Mojave. And it's a U.S. maker, and it's a tube mic, and it has a great sound. It's really warm.
These aren't XLR ports. These are something
This one
different.
is special. It's got because it has a transformer.
Oh, these are XLR.
So, yeah, these are normal XLR. This has a transformer. These are transformerless.
Yeah.
So, anyhow. Okay.
Can you get these on eBay? Could you get these on eBay?
Yeah, you can get any of these on eBay.
Somebody commented, get it on eBay. Okay.
And what else? Other equipment. I use Yamaha monitors. And I really like this. This is called the USB Pre. It's also an American maker by Sound Devices. It was recommended, and it's great. It's really good. It acts as a ADDA, a converter, as well as a preamp. So it's good.
Is there a reason why the monitor isn't at eye level, or this is the best height for it? You think it'd be better if it was higher?
Well, I oftentimes sit down when I record.
Right. So there's an arm to this mic where you can adjust the height of it.
Yeah.
When Peter does, especially when you're reading, I think you do narrations that are sometimes hours long, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
When you do that, you sit, and then at that time, he's also not just reading. So you have a prop for like the book, a stand and stuff?
Yeah. Well,
right
oftentimes
here.
I put my iPad in here. I have my script on here, and I read it right off the iPad. That's, it's convenient. But for me, I like to be up high, because if sometimes we go to studios and we sit down in a chair and we're like this, right? They're really low, but you can't get your voice out.
This is especially in Japanese studios.
Yeah, it restricts your voice. So a lot of voice actors like to stand up, and I especially like to stand up if I'm doing a game or something that requires a lot of exertion of energy and getting a big voice out. So I stand up. But generally I sit and I try to get my seat up as high as I can so that I have my diaphragms open and I can get words out easily.
What separates the amateur to the professionals, not just as a talent, but the little teeny things, right?
Well, let's go stand in front of a mirror.
Come on. Yeah, there have been some times where I've done a narration audition or something, and then the next guy who comes in is him, and I just go home and I know it's over. You clean up.
Yeah.
If I see you in the same audition,
pizza
and then he takes me up for pizza because you got really rich from that job, yeah. I feel bad. Do not feel bad for me. Okay. So,
right.
What is the cheapest thing in the room? I got a question. Besides me, yeah. Why are you pointing? I didn't even have to say that. You knew what you would write to me. Yeah, the cheapest thing in the room would be yours truly.
What do you mean the cheapest?
I don't know. I'm not that cheap. All right. So those of you who are making fun of me for some apparently, I don't think. Well, basically, this is your profession, so you do not skimp on your equipment. You get the best.
Of course, you got to get
right.
You have to have quality stuff to get a quality recording out, and. Yeah, you really can tell a difference if you're using less expensive equipment.
Right.
But you can also get great recordings with less money, for sure. But I think it also, the name dropping for a lot of clients, if they know you have the standard mic that is being used all over Tokyo or all over the world, really.
The Neuman.
The Neuman.
I'm just doing it to annoy you. The Neuman, okay.
Yeah, the Neuman. So yeah, it's good to have those tools.
Right.
So, but it's a big investment, but it pays off. I'm glad I invested.
Yes.
It's been a very smart investment.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay. All right. So. I've prearranged the music bed for this
So what that's called in the industry, you're talking like lingo.
Yeah.
The music bed.
The music is all set up because I don't wanted to spare you guys having to.
Can you speak in lingo we wouldn't understand in like voice actor talk? Not really.
No,
that's about it.
No, I don't talk other than when I have a script, so we'll just stop talking. All right.
So Peter's in the middle. Let me explain. Peter's in the middle of a job, and we really were bothering him, but he's very graciously allowed us to take an inside look at the way he works. This is a professional voice artist concentrating. Look at the intensity.
Notice my furrowed brow. Can you notice that through here?
Yeah.
That's the look.
That took years of practice to get that. Yeah.
All right. So, I'll need quiet on the set. All right. Let me turn off the fan here.
My stomach's growling. Sorry in advance.
Okay.
Eating anything.
All right. Here we go. I'll record it first, and then I'll place it into the track with the music, and we can listen to how they sound before and after. All right. Just one moment here. All right, let me get my script up here. I'm not using my stand this time. I'm just going to do it right over here. All right, here we go. DreamHack Astro Open is brought to you by Astro, Monster Energy, Corsair, Intel, Zowie, and Lenovo Legion.
Cut. Oh, what? That's wonderful.
Okay, so let me get this cleaned up here. All right.
Love the intensity.
Yeah.
So awesome. I'm reading comments. These aren't coming from me.
All right. So let's drop it into the music. Here, let's just play it back first.
So this is the track
This is
that
the raw-
you
this
just laid this in the bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I just this is the raw track. Here we go. DreamHack Astro Open is brought to you by Astro, Monster Energy, Corsair, Intel, Zowie, and Lenovo Legion. All right. Okay. Now, let's bring it on down to the music, and let's see how it sounds.
This is the music track up here.
Music
That's
track
your voice
is here.
track. I can
This
see
is the voice
pictures.
track. This is the music track.
track.
And this is just
It's very similar to video editing software, layers.
yeah. All right. So, let's go back here. Let's take a listen. It might be kind of loud. Let's
This
see
is
here.
with the music.
With the music. Here we go. DreamHack Astro Open is brought to you by Astro, Monster Energy, Corsair, Intel, Zowie, and Lenovo Legion.
Wow, I love those explosions. Did you come up with that by yourself?
I put
You did that by yourself,
those
didn't
bass-
you?
I dropped some bass in there.
You
on
did,
my own.
didn't
Okay,
you?
but let's get the
Yeah.
mix right. Let's get the mix right here,
All right.
people. One more time. The audio was not. The voice was not up enough in the mix. Let's see how it sounds.
Bass drop. Nice.
DreamHack Astro Open is brought to you by Astro, Monster Energy, Corsair, Intel, Zowie, and Lenovo Legion. All right, that's it.
That was me. Yeah.
That's it.
Can we add that in there? I can do
Sure.
that.
You
I
want
totally
to do that?
can do that.
All right, let's
really?
do it. Let's add it.
No, no, no.
We can do it really quickly.
I wonder if I did the same narration as you, could I do it better?
Let's try it.
I don't know what it is. You have it
All right,
all
here we go.
memorized.
Here
Do you
we
have a
go.
script to it?
Yeah, I got it. Here
Do
we go.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll hold the camera.
Seriously?
Yeah. Let's do it. All right. Wait. Don't show that part. Hang on. There we go. Okay. All right.
Oh, this is it.
So
okay,
this is
I won't
it.
show
So
that.
do you want to do a
okay.
practice first?
Yeah, I better do practice.
Okay.
All right, here. You hold it. All right. Okay.
Get in front of the mic.
Right in
Act
front
like
of
you're
the mic,
professional.
right here?
Not that close. Not that close. Back up. Okay.
Okay.
Comfortably back. Okay, that's about good. All right.
I'm not comfortable. All right. DreamHack Astro Open is brought to you by Astro, Monster Energy, Corsair, Intel, Zowie, and Lenovo Legion. Lenovo Legion. You have to always
Lenovo
check.
Legion.
You know, it's very important before you start the narration. Make sure
Right.
you have all of it. So you have to check the script with the client
Right.
to get back
Right.
to make sure you get all.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
So it's
So,
DreamHack Astro.
what do you
Open
guys
is brought
think?
to you by Astro.
Is he
Monster
hired,
Energy,
fired?
Corsair, Intel, Zowie, and Lenovo Legion.
Yeah. Okay.
What were you saying right now?
Nothing.
Let's lay this track down and compare it. Can we do that?
Well, I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe
Could
my
be some-
clients would not be.
Okay, clients would not
yeah,
like that. Okay.
yeah, so-
I don't think I did a bad job.
No, I think you yeah.
I mean, I'm like,
Baby
if there
steps. Baby steps.
if there were tiers, Peter would be on the top tier, like that peak. That's on Mount Everest where most people get killed, right? Usually you can't stay at the top very long because like you will die on the top of Mount Everest. But he's been up there pretty long time, and I'm at that second tier, just waiting for him to,
Die.
and then I'll jump up there.
That's why you wanted to get me in this soundproof room, right? So you can bludgeon me to death.
Yeah, but the thing with narration is that it's not as easy as people think it is. I think a lot of people believe they can get into that industry,
Right.
but it's not. You actually take care of your voice. You put a lot of work into what you do.
Yeah, of course.
How much of it is talent and how much of it is work?
Well, I think you have to have a little bit of ability to begin with. I think that, well, I know that I'm lucky. My dad had an awesome voice, and he was a master of a million voices. He didn't follow that path, unfortunately, because he would have been a killer voice talent. He had a great, just naturally resonant voice. So I think I inherited a little bit of that, and I got really fortunate to get into this business. But But yeah, it takes hard work. It takes a lot of knocking on doors and knocking doors down, and not giving up, and just keep at it, and just over the years you just get better and better.
Called Barney. He's listening to the.
Is she out there?
Barney's out there
Barney.
listening. Barney, where you going?
Come in.
Is Barney allowed in?
Yeah, she can come in. Come here, Barney.
Barney's a good kitty.
Here she comes. Okay, come here, bro. Come here. Here comes Barney the cat, everybody. Oh, come on. Come here.
There goes Barney the cat.
All right, don't scare her. Here she comes. Come here. Come here, girl. Come into the kill box. Come on. Come here. It's okay. Girls are allowed. Come on, Barney. It's okay. Hey, girl.
Oh, she's gone. That was a
You had your chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that.
Yeah. I've been doing narration not professionally for a long time, but professionally for a very little time, and I'm not naturally gifted. But I noticed that as I gotten older, my voice has gotten more
richer and
more personality to it.
For sure.
I think there was when I did narrations in my 30s, there was like too much of an eagerness or too much power behind it. And then when I got into my 40s, the voice started to pull back a little bit and find its own. Like a wine. Is well,
you know what I like to think of it as? You know the term meerschaum? I think that's the right term, meerschaum. It's like when you smoke a pipe, and after using it for years and years, it gets like a really nice amber color on the pipe. Yeah. And it's kind of like what happens to your voice. After you've used it a lot over the years, that's why you see these old crotchety voice actors that make a killing, because they have these awesome, really resonant voices. And it's being used and nurtured, and with getting a lot of experience as well. It all adds up to a unique voice.
It does. And in Japan especially, you have to understand how the client, the business works. The industry in Japan is different than the industry in the U.S., right?
Sure. Yeah.
The way you approach, what I've learned anyways, the meetings that you have with your clients, they're much more detailed, much more, it's like Barney's back here, much more detailed, much different than the ones you'd have with the Americans, where they probably would trust you more based on your reputation, where the Japanese want to make sure that every little thing, even though you've nailed it, they want it to be done perfectly. Yeah. And that's the reputation in Japan. It takes a very long time to work in this industry because you're building a reputation. Your reputation is more important than the money.
Your network. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And your ability to do a good job every time and not have to do retakes. He can do it in one take. It takes me 6. But I do get it in the end. It's a true story. I don't know why they gave him the Nintendo job. Nintendo, what were you thinking? I don't know. No comment. We're just having fun.
What was I going to say about that?
Are you going to rub it in more? Is that what you mean?
No. Something related to... I forget. Oh, Barney keeps coming back. Barney, we just...
You let him in. We're going to do a couple more minutes of the live stream.
Pull your thumb out and come in. Come on in. Come on. Here she comes. Hey, girl. Come here. Come here. Don't be a pussy cat. Come here. Okay, it's okay. Come on, we're going to lock you in. Come on. It's okay. She's too smart. This cat is smart. Okay. Now she's trapped. Okay, we'll slowly close the door. There she is. She's trapped. You're trapped. Yeah.
Barney's in for a nickel, in for a dime. Is that the expression?
It's okay.
In for a...
It's okay. Don't be so... Hey, look. Don't be camera shy. Here we go. That's Barney the cat, everybody. Hey, girl.
It's my finger.
Yeah, she's just kind of gun shy.
Yeah.
Aren't you, Barney? Mm-hmm. Barney, give me a kiss.
So do you also cough up hairballs like Barney does?
Yeah. Yep.
It's part of the voice.
I lick her.
Do you do anything to protect your voice or to help your voice? Do you sleep in a hyperbolic chamber? Do you breathe raw oxygen? Do you?
I got Michael Jackson's chamber on eBay. That was one of my bigger purchases.
No. I'm being serious about this. Do you do something? Do you do something to mature you to?
I don't do anything
protect
to
this.
Yeah, well, I take
whiskey.
I take vitamins, like probiotics, and I just try to stay healthy. You know, especially in the wintertime, it gets very dry here in Japan. So I have a humidifier and air cleaner that goes all the time. And wear masks occasionally if I ride the train. I usually ride my motorcycle to jobs.
That's one reason too, to stay away from the sick people.
Yeah,
that's the reason to ride the motorcycle.
Yeah. Just staying healthy is paramount. And I always warm up before some of the more
warm up, like stretch
jobs.
The voice.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Wee in your pants.
Like yeah, wee in your pants. That's one of the more common ones here.
Really? Well, do you have any other work that you want to show us? Is there anything else we can? I guess you not show us, but hear us. I know what's the verb.
Let you hear.
Or can you do some voices that would? I like your Groupon voice. He did something for Groupon that was not real.
Do that. But how about?
Do you want to hear more? Do you want to hear more?
You could just check YouTube.
Check YouTube? Okay. That's kind of boring,
check
but
my website. It has all kinds of, all my jobs are on there.
Yeah, it's kind of boring. But
do you want to show them the Google? Let's show them that.
Let's show it. Let's show it, and we'll put a link to it.
All right.
Very humble. He doesn't like to show off. He'll just speak. That's how he shows off. He doesn't even have he has business cards, but he just that could be an audio. He's laughing now, but
let's see. Google Pokemon. So this was before the Pokemon game came out. This was like the introduction.
Yeah.
But they knew it at the time. We of course didn't, but they were making this as an introduction.
Why does it seem? It seems like sometimes voice artists or narrators can make more than on camera. Like I've noticed, is that something because it's hard? It's more elite. It's more. There's less people doing it. Supply and demand. Anybody can be on camera. Any pretty face, but it takes.
Right. I don't know.
I'm trying to be really cool voice to compete, but it's different. The price.
It's a good point because the face is equally as important as the voice if you're selling a product. So an actor in a commercial, needs to be attractive and fit the product. And the same thing goes with the voice. You have to. That's why, we audition for jobs. We can't take it personally if we don't get the gig.
Yeah.
Because it has to match with the product and the music, and it's not like, oh, that guy's been doing it longer, or that guy's got a cooler voice, or whatever. It's more about whether it fits with the casting.
Yeah.
And that goes with on camera as well as the voice.
It does.
So, all right. So here is the Pokemon thing.
That's it.
That's where it all started.
How many views? Hold on.
19
million!
At Google, we seek to hire the most exceptional people.
He's smiling.
Today, we're announcing a new job role and challenge.
Kill him! Gotcha! How about them apples?
Pokemon Master.
Pokemon Master!
Are the world's greatest digital explorers, and their passion for exploring will take our maps to the next dimension.
That's it.
Here, do that part, next dimension.
We'll take our maps to the next dimension.
They kind of enhanced it, didn't they?
No.
Jeez, okay.
They didn't. You mean with filters and stuff? You saying that?
Yeah, right. They do that with my voice sometimes. I'm serious. Sometimes I noticed. I did an audition for a commercial for a big electronics thing, and they looked at each other, and it seemed to take longer, the meeting, and then they go, "Oh, good, that's fine, thank you very much. Let's go to some of this stuff." And then when I heard it back, it didn't seem like my voice at all.
Your voice is like this, like 4 octaves
they redid
lower.
it. They redid the voice and added something to it to make it sound better.
Well, of course they add compression and all
they
that.
add compression. They don't do that with you though. It's mostly
come on, dude.
Raw.
They add all kinds of bells and whistles to everybody's voice.
Well,
in the post-production.
I know that they do with me.
Yeah, they have to with you.
I know another video. Can you search only in Japan?
Sure.
By the way, wait, hold on. So Google Maps has 414,000 subscribers. Okay, no, just saying.
Okay. Less than you. Wow.
It's the only thing I can clear my throat about because I don't.
Humble brag about. Okay, only Japan. Here we go.
I can't really.
How many subscribers? 538,692.
Wow,
That's good.
That's decent.
That's good. All right.
I'll play one of these videos. How about this one here?
Stinky sushi.
Stinky sushi is pretty good. How about down here? Let's go down to one. The edamame one. I love this one.
Okay.
That's not it.
Is that you?
That's not me. That's not it. Okay, skip.
It's more like me.
That's not me.
Okay.
All right. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. How long do I keep doing it? Wait for it. Here it comes. 3, 2.
Only in Japan.
I didn't do anything to change that.
Edamame.
That was your voice.
They're immature soybeans, usually boiled or steamed.
Look at the sweat on that
Yeah.
t-shirt.
You know what I love about this? I noticed in this clip, in one frame you're wearing pants, and then the next frame you're wearing shorts.
Stop it! I recorded this another separate day. This was a separate day. I also had a haircut too. He didn't notice the haircut.
Yeah. Well, what's the V mean here?
V means
for victory
peace.
or for
Peace.
Oh, okay.
Peace. No, it's just because it was really hot.
Show him the V the chest.
I'm not gonna show. Okay.
I'm V-Man.
Stop rubbing it in. Okay. You listen. You know you're trying to be
Why do you
smart
sweat
aleck.
so much?
I don't know. What? It's because it's hot. I do location shoots. You're in this.
Well, I wonder
you are
why.
in this. Okay, you're in this stinking small coffin-sized studio that's air conditioned. That's cool. I'm out there with the people. I'm out there with the people out there in the countryside making the content.
Okay.
All you do is just sitting down.
You don't think your fur-lined flannel thing there is not making you?
I don't think it matters.
Take it off.
I'm not gonna take this off because it's so hot now. I'm not smelling my best, but
it's actually
it bottles it
absorbing
in.
all that stinky sweat.
Nothing to
on
do
my
with me.
floor here.
This is all about you. Okay.
All right.
All
So,
right.
Well, then show off my kimono.
I think it's time to end the
This was a
stream.
gift. Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Can you see the dragon on there? Can you make out the dragons?
Did you have this specially designed, like your house?
No. But it is a really unique kimono.
It is. This
These
is
are
nice
all
material.
hand stitched.
Oh yeah, look, it can feel the.
Yeah.
Mine's all printed like from Uniqlo. This was an expensive one, isn't it?
Yeah. It was a gift. But yeah, I really like it.
From the Syndicate. It's another name for.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do your?
No, I'm not gonna do my syndicate voice. All right, gotta take a drink here.
So that's it. There you go, Peter Studio. I noticed you also have electronic drums. What else do you do in here?
Well, actually, let me. You want to? I will show you my one of my great treasures.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe some of you are into guitars, electric guitars. I've got a couple of, got a few guitars in my collection, and my favorite is Les Paul. This is the early '70s, I think. Les
Can I touch
Paul.
it?
Yeah. And I've got another black one, but this one is special to me.
What are these here?
Those are the volume and tone knobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do they go to 11?
Yeah. So it's called a Les Paul, and I met Les Paul, the real Les Paul. I worked in Washington D.C. for one of the Smithsonian museums, and one night he was doing a performance for the American History Museum, I believe it was, and I brought my guitar, and they let me go and meet him, and he signed the back.
No way!
Les Paul. To Peter from Les Paul.
To Peter. I guess make it out.
Yeah,
From Les Paul.
Les Paul.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Don't break it.
No.
What happened here?
Just my belt buckle
Okay.
and all these scratches as well. But yeah, so this is special to me. Les Paul was an amazing guy. Any of you
Yeah.
who are musicians, you know what that guy contributed. He created the electric guitar, basically the pickups multi-track recording.
Yeah.
He's the creator of that. The guy was a genius.
Yeah.
And he's since passed away. But all of those inventions of his makes what's possible for, you know, rock and roll bands.
I like that you did this with your feet.
Yeah, did I? Subliminally.
That's
but also
so awesome.
in multi-track recording for, you know, I use this for voiceover stuff. I only use one or, you know, 1, 2, 3 tracks or something. But for bands, they use multi-tracks, and this is all originating from Les Paul.
Yeah.
So yeah, really special guy, amazing person. But yeah, so I just, you know, I like music. We've got an electronic drum kit that's just a toy, really.
Have you made anything out of this? Like, you can actually record it and use this? No.
You can record. Yeah, you can record.
Doesn't make a cymbal sound though.
It's very realistic sounding, actually.
Doesn't sound realistic to me.
You're not hitting it right. Let's see.
Oh wow.
This is the let's see here. I don't play drums, but it's fun to bang on it.
Introducing Volvo Extreme, a new car that has revolutionized the auto industry. Through tunnels, up mountains. Take your family. I wasn't finished with my commercial.
Oh, sorry.
Take your family. SUVs included.
What happened? Oh, we lost.
Gasoline. Okay. I got nothing else to say. I can't.
Gasoline?
I don't know.
Where did that come from?
I ended on gasoline. I don't know. I just wrote that script.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing it.
Well, smack it.
I don't want to
Use a
smack
stick.
it.
Use a stick. Smack it with a stick.
I feel like I'll break it. Here, just take it. Take it away from me.
Yeah, okay. All right. The show's finished.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So thank you so much for today. It's been a lot of fun. And for coming in and visiting, and yeah, it's my pleasure to show you all around.
You don't have to. I can. You don't have to keep. You know. Yeah, that's cool. So it's. You've had this studio since you when you made your house. And the video that I made before this was a house tour, so you get a better sense of where Peter lives. But you built your house, and when you were building it, you had a studio pretty much in mind. That was something that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's sort of every creator's dream, is to have a studio in their house.
Right.
And
right. Yeah, it's a good fun space.
Do you ever rent this studio? Is this something that people can use?
No. It's yeah, I don't rent it out. I use it just for projects I'm working on.
But
and
you could,
occasionally
yeah.
you know, if you want to come and rent it for double, triple the price.
Oh, by the way, that check for you doing all the Only in Japans, that's in the mail. So.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
So I get $1 for every view, right? And you've had how many millions and trillions of views?
I'm rich. It's YouTube. There's no check.
No royalties.
Yeah, but we do appreciate it. We all in the Only in Japan family appreciate. Can you do it?
Only in Japan.
That's it. Yeah, we really appreciate
and I did that right here.
And you did that right here.
I did it right
so
here.
he did that right here. He did the opening of the show. I really appreciate it. It's been heard. By the way,
how many millions?
More than your little Google video. Okay.
You just had to rub that in, didn't you?
I did.
You always
because
gotta try to knock
the
me
channel
down.
has over 50, for 99 videos, has over 55 million views, and your little Pokemon. Ooh, it's April Fool's. Look, I'm a Pokemon killer. Well, yours only has 19 million. So I'm just saying, the best investment that you ever did was Only in Japan.
You always got to try to break me down, don't you, John? And you really get off doing it live.
Yeah, I do. That's because you. He's the voice of arms. He's Springman. Springman. Yeah. Yeah. I already dug my coffin.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me just hammer that last nail in there.
Okay. So thanks everybody for watching this live stream. I know when to end a live stream. I never keep this going in, so I'm gonna lock him in there with. Hey, Barney out. We're gonna say goodbye to Peter. Thank you all for tuning in this live stream. It's the Only Japan Go channel. Don't forget to subscribe. It's still on me, Peter. You don't have to say goodbye yet, but this is not the main channel. Thank you all for watching. There he is. Say bye to that crazy voice artist named Peter Von Gomm. Studio VG, everybody. Bye-bye.